I love story games. I always have for 40 years of gaming, and nothing pulls me in faster than a great story with characters that I actually care about. Games like A Plague Tale Requiem, Still Wakes the Deep, or South of Midnight, those games hooked me from beginning to end. So when I saw Pragmata, a father and daughter dynamic fighting side by side in space, I bought that game the same day. No reviews, no research, I just bought it. But here's the thing, I didn't just buy it because I needed content for this channel. I bought it because Zoe and I play together, and something about a father and a daughter story, it just hit different with me. 3 hours in so far, and I'm not thinking about the channel anymore. I just want to see where the story goes. So the question today isn't whether Pragmata is a great game. The question is whether it deserves your dad gamer limited time and your hard-earned money. And I've got exactly one way to find out. It's time for the quarter test. See, back in the day, if a game wasn't worth your quarters, you walked away from it. Simple as that. There were no subscriptions, no $60 investment, just a handful of quarters destined for the best games and my time. And I've adapted that mindset into what I now call the quarter test. Now, if you haven't seen the quarter test before, here's how it works. I built 4 criteria that every game has to pass to earn a dad gamer's time and money. Each one is scored up to 10 quarters, 40 quarters total, which is a full roll. Then I asked the question at the end, if this game was in the arcade, would I drop my quarters on it? Arc Raiders scored 31 out of 40, so that's the benchmark. Let's see where Pragmata lands. Okay, number 1, respect the clock. This is the one that kills most games for dad gamers. Can you start and stop when real life calls? Because real life always calls. Pragmata handles this pretty well. You can pause the game whenever you need to. You can save your progress and walk away. And there's a safe room in the game called the shelter. Think of it as your home base between missions. You can stay there as long as you need to before you're ready to go out again. This is where you upgrade your characters, your weapons, your suit, and you can even decorate the room to make Diana happy. And if you're mid-mission and dinner's ready or the kids need you, you can retreat back to the shelter without losing progress. To me, that's a game that respects your clock. But here's my honest caveat. The puzzles. Pragmata is a puzzle-heavy game, and if you're not careful, you can look up and your entire gaming session is gone trying to figure out one puzzle. The game doesn't force that on you, but the puzzles will if you let them. So for me, it's going to score a 7 out of 10 quarters. Number 2, no grind. I gave it another 7 quarters. For dad gamers, grind is the enemy. Hours of farming gear, repetitive missions just to unlock the next level, doing the same thing over and over before the game actually gets good. That's not a respect for your time. That's a game holding your fun hostage. Pragmata doesn't do that. There's no gear grind. You collect things along the way naturally as part of the experience. But the game never stops and makes you farm for hours before you can move forward. Every session moves the story. Every session matters. So why only a 7 and not a 10? Well, the puzzles again. And I want to be clear, the puzzles aren't bad design, they're intentional. They're part of what makes Pragmata interesting, but if you get stuck, a puzzle can start to feel like a grind. Not because the game is forcing you, but because your own determination won't let you quit. Dad gamers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Number 3, no PvP. Now this one's easy. Pragmata is a solo game, pure PvE. There are no other players coming for you, no one with 500 hours who's going to make you feel like you wasted your money, no ranking system, no competitive pressure, just Hugh, Diana, and the story. For dad gamers who have limited time and can't compete with players who live online, this is everything, so 10 out of 10 for me. Finally, the fun test. Now, this is the one that matters the most. When you close the game, how do you feel? Thrilled? Satisfied? Fulfilled? Or do you just feel like you spent time? Pragmata passes this one with flying colors. The combat is unlike anything that I've ever played before. See, you control both Hugh and Diana simultaneously in fights. At first, it feels kind of strange, almost wrong, but once it clicks, it's genuinely challenging in the best way. You're making split-second decisions, managing two characters, thinking on your feet. It's not button mashing, it's not grinding through enemies, it's actual skill-based combat that rewards your attention. And then there's the story, Hugh and Diana. See, Hugh is a human stuck on this space station, and Diana is an AI droid that helps Hugh along the way. But the story's building a relationship between the two that is kind of like father and daughter. I bought this game partly because of Zoe, because we play together, and something about that dynamic, a father figure protecting a child, a daughter trusting her father, it hit me in a way I didn't expect. 3 hours in, and I need to see where this ends. The fun test, 9 out of 10 quarters for me. So where does Pragmata land? For me, I scored it 33 out of 40 quarters. That beats Arc Raiders 31 quarters. And the final question, if this game was in the arcade, would I put my quarters in it? Absolutely, from beginning to end. For dad gamers who love story games, who want something that respects their time, challenges their brain, and actually makes them feel something, Pragmata is definitely worth your quarters. But here's the question I'm going to leave you with. Hugh and Diana's relationship is still building for me. I'm only 3 hours in, and the story has me hooked, but I don't know yet if it sticks the landing. So I'll ask you this. Do you trust a game to earn your emotional investment before you know how it ends? Or do you need to know the ending is worth it before you start? Drop it in the comments. I really want to know. Now, if you like this type of content, please hit subscribe. And if you want more than what YouTube gets, like scripts before I write them, exclusive access to videos before they post, and direct access to me once a month, consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.